Welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning to your boy, Pfunk, Thinking Right, my YouTube channel where I do what I do for you. Today, again, we're in Egypt. We talk about the gods and the aspects of gods out of Egypt. Today, I'm going to talk about from Rightism's 25 Rules to Live By, storytelling, story with a message, message and story. We are Egyptian gods. We need to recognize the signs and symbols of the Egyptian god because the aspect of that sign tells you what gift that god possessed, pretty much. Okay? Let me break it down for you. Hope you understand it. So the title is We Are the Egyptian Gods. And I'm going with signs and symbols of the Egyptian gods to profess who and what they were, the aspect of them. Let's start with Ra, the sun disk. You see Ra in human form. He's the first you see him as a young man. That's Ra. You're going to see him at daybreak. He's Kepri. He got the scarab head, the beetle head. At evening, when he's going down in the sunset in the west, when he go into the underworld, about to go do what he got to do, he's Tim. The three phases of Ra. Sunrise, high noon, sunset. Okay. He has the hawk head, meaning he's up there, symbolizing that he fly higher than everybody else. Right up there, Haru. He also wears the sun disk, to let you know, I am the divine one. Now you're going to have other aspects of God who have headgear that also wear the sun disk. Because next one we got Amun, the hidden one. He's represented by a guy with a double plume headgear, the double crown of Upper Lower Egypt. He's married to Mo, his son Khonsu. Every aspect of God, they give you his family, they give you every aspect of him so you can learn and then you can manifest it within your own time. That's the fun part about learning and becoming that God. Yeah. Ptah, the creator God. You see him standing on my yacht with the staff. He got a scully on. He's usually blue, or matter of fact, he's usually always blue. You see him cover the blue scully. But he's the creator God. He's the manufacturer. He's the carpenter. He's the creator of all things. He won't utter his own name. You put the P on it, but it's pronounced T. P is silent. Okay, here we go. Next one is Haru, my favorite. Because in life, when I was young, engulfed in the Bible, I took the Bible to mean, from my aspect, I was Jesus. My father was God, and my mother was Mary. They put me in the crazy hospital. But that was the concept that I lived. And I'm looking now, 40, 50 years later, it's haven't changed much, but I can put it where they won't think I'm crazy. All right, here we go. Haru is the spirit of God reformed in man, which is the son of God. God, son of man. That's the concept that the Christians got, which is no problem. They say they didn't steal it, they say they didn't plagiarize, whatever they said, but it's still the same concept. Long story short, same viewpoint, same concept. The spirit of man, master yourself on earth, you become Haru, godlike. Why? You can go up there. Why? Because the knowledge of self that you have to elevate spiritually, knowledge of self gives you the opportunity to be smarter, intellectually advanced than most people who are ignorant of themselves. That's all. Here we go. Set. The one of a kind God. He cannot reproduce. He's the ego. He's everything that's evil and negative in aspect of your character. If you don't control him, he will run you. Okay. Next five is symbols and headgear. We just talked about a few. We're going to talk about some more. We got Osiris to the Greeks. The double crown. He wear the white plume with the double side. Yeah, that means he's running upper and lower Egypt. They split Egypt up into upper and lower. When you hear upper and lower, because the river flowed from south to north. South ain't down no more. South is up. North ain't up no more. It's down. So as my man and producer say, flip on his head, turn around, and get understanding. That's all. Here we go. Mayat wears the bandana with the feather. And I tell everybody, she's my favorite because you see me doing this. That's my respect to my girl. Because balance in life is the most important thing you can have. God created everything on Mayat. Balance. 12 hours a day, 12 hours a night. See? So everything has to be in balance. Too much of anything ain't good, be it good or bad. If you eating too much, you get fat, obese. So gluttony and all that stuff, not good. Balance. Everything should be maintained. That's how it's done. Here we go. Okay. Mishkanet, or Meher, excuse me, Meher, the cow. I tell you about her. She's destiny. She's karma. She plays a few different roles. She's at your birth. She's the birthing brick. She's the brick with a face on it. Okay? I mean, she's just destiny. She's going to go with you through life. She's going to be there keeping track of what's going on. We call her karma. Yeah, that's her. Her and her twin, Renette. They are destiny. You reap what you sow. What you put out, what you're going to get in return. It's the order. It's laws. It's cosmic law. Man ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay? Understand that. Bastet, the lion is cat. Lion is female goddess. She started as Sekhmet. Broke down to Bastet, son of Ra. She's the destructive one. When Bastet becomes the cat, the domestic cat, which I'm a cat man now, okay, they revere cats. But when she got upset, she went to Sekhmet mode, total destruction. Okay? Yeah, you don't want her. When a woman change and go to Sekhmet, she about to tear something up. And all of us have been in a situation where hell had no fear like a woman's scorn. You piss a woman off and you gonna get her wrath. Depending on how she's cut. Woo-wee! Okay. Enough of that. Isis. She wears the crown on her head. She's the twin sister to Nephthys. She's the wife of Osiris and the mother of Haru. She has a well-documented history that if you learn about Isis, she's a real ride or die. She's the first true ride or die. Okay? She got her husband back twice. She lost her husband twice and still figured out how to get him back, put him in position to become king of the dead. So she's a very important aspect. Women, you got to realize, I did the tribute to my wife. Why? Because a good woman make a good man. Here we go. The headdress was the aspect that they represented. Here we go. Shoe. Take a deep breath. That shoe. Oxygen. Air. That was first. Okay, he was the first thing God put out outside himself. He put him with tough nut, moisture, rain. These are things that God set in motion before creation was ever manifested. Things had to be in place. Okay? Preparation. So you understand that there's a conscious intelligence going on. You don't know God. Okay? That's what God represents. Conscious intelligence, consciousness, spirit. All those things are godly, of God. Here we go. Happy, which is the god of the Nile Valley. He's a little dwarf with a big penis and a smile on his face. He's always happy. He's a joyful guy. That's his thing. He's the art of sexual reproduction. But he was the Nile Valley, the Nile Valley god. And he was in charge of making a good flood. You respect him, you pay homage to him, he'll make a flood and give you good water for the Nile Valley to overflow, to let the crops grow. Here we go. Selbek. Selbek was a crocodile god. Sometimes a complete crocodile walking upright, or a man with a crocodile head. Crocodiles was revered in Egypt. They mummified them. They thought them was gods. Like I say, Selbek, he helped Isis with Osiris. When his body got cut up, she put them back together. Selbek protected them, helped them out. So, okay, another part about Egyptian history. These are all personality that each one has its own biography. Okay, yeah, study them. Anubis, my boy, the jackal-headed god, the son of Asar and Nephthys, which is his sister, which is another story. Again, Anubis is the jackal-headed god. He's the embalmer. He was the king of the dead before Osiris came down, which is his father. So he bowed down, let Osiris become king of the dead. So he's just in charge of embalming and leading your enlightened soul to Osiris. If your soul's not enlightened, he's gonna lead you to Amen. That's his job. You can't bargain with him. You can't coerce him. He's gonna do what he's supposed to do. That's discernment. That's knowing right from wrong. I love that part about me. That's me too. I live that Anubis, excuse me. Amun Ra. He has the ram-headed with the ears, with the disc between his head. Let you know he is a god. Okay. Next one is we got Kepri. I told you about him, the scabbard head, sunrise. He's the one. He's Ra in the morning. And so it means creation, self-creation. When the scabbard put the eggs in the dung, once they eat their way out, it's like they just pop out of nowhere. So that's the sunrise. That's the concept. That's the idea of it. Next one is Atum. Atum is the god, the three phases. It's Kepri in the morning, Ra high noon. You got Atum at sunset. He's The older guy, he's the guy with the okay. They had in masonry. We had a question. What starts out on 4, goes to 2, end up on 3. Man, phase of life. Come out crawling on all floors, all fours, end up walking, go through life. You get old, you get that hump where you need a cane. That's the question of life. That's phase of life. 3 phases. Trust me. They had it already figured out. Again, they was way ahead of us. Here we go. Neve, the goddess of war. Okay, you don't hear much about her. We have a bunch of female goddesses that represent a whole area of things. Neve is one of them. She's the mother of mothers. Okay. Next one is Tahuti, my boy, the ibis, the baboon. He's the one that went at Judgment Day. He's the scribe standing there with the ibis head. He also the baboon. Make sure the scales is corrected for you on Judgment Day. Make sure everything go right. Him and Anubis work together on that. So ain't no hanky panky stuff at Judgment Day. Ain't no sneaky, deceitful people. These guys all up and above board to make sure it go right, even for the dead. Okay, that's Anubis. Here we go. Amun. Amun with the double plume headed, represent up and low. Okay, he's married to. We went over that before. His son Kansu. What we know about him in history, but he wear the tombstone hat. He got a hat like a tombstone, like 2 tombstones going there. Another story. Next one is Apep. Apep is the lord of the underworld who try to keep Ra from rising in the morning. For the 12 hours that rise in the dua in the underworld, he fighting Apep. And he keeps my boy Set with him because Apep could hypnotize everybody on the boat, even Ra. Set ain't going for it. That means Set, your ego is hard to tame. He's hard to trick. He's hard to fool because he is who he is. He's going to do what he do. So make sure you get a grip on Set, your ego, and you'll be fine. Okay. Use him to your benefit. Amit, Soul Eater. He's the one that you see. He's half lion, half hippo, and half crop. He's 3 different animals in one. So he gonna have his way with your spirit. He's the devourer. We call soul devourer. He gets the unrighteous, the ignorant. That's who they go. Your heart goes to him. You don't come back. Your heart gets done. Spirit goes around and get another cycle. Next one is Nekbet and Wajet. That's really Isis and Nephthys in another form, like the serpents, because that's the Kundalini. The 2 serpents that go up, the back, the spinal cord, that reaches, how you get, for you to have the Nihas, you need them to work. They work around Osiris. He's the center point. You got the 2 going up. The Caduceus, that's what they are. Okay, spirit, life forces. Okay, from both sides. They both meet at the 3rd eye. That's when you awaken. That's when you have the Nihas. But the Nihas ain't the final. Nihas ain't the end all. Okay, here we go. Next one is Tourette, the hippo. She carries a knife. She's the one in charge of protecting kids from the demons. She carries it. She was a knife and it'd be bloody because she do work. When she come to big hippo, they said nothing more violent than a hippo protecting her kid. You wanna have a problem? Mess with an elephant's kid or a hippo's kid. They will do plenty of work. Okay. Last one they get Apophis. Well, him and Apep are pretty much the same thing. Oh, same. Apis is the sacred bull. They used to bury the bulls in ancient times, a big sarcophagi. They had bulls, big black Apis bulls. They called them Osiris. And what the bull was, he was the soil of the cows. He had 7 cows that he had to impregnate. Again, that number 7 always been around and always got a significant purpose when it comes up. That 7 is a sign of completion, pretty much. Something that happened and it's at the 7th level. That's the 7 liberal arch, 7 chakra system. Okay, 7 rings of rock. 7 is an important number. 7. Sometimes you win with 7. Sometimes you lose with 7. So 7 is that number that, if you like 7, you're a gambler. Mo Man's a gambler. That's his favorite number. Yeah. Win or lose, didn't make a difference. Ha! Ha! I don't gamble. I don't throw dice. I play for keeps. I do the real game. Play with myself. Not that way, though. No, I mean, I use myself mentally. I use myself spiritually. I use myself manifestly. Meaning I can make what happen I need to happen within myself. Before I bring it to you, I already manifested it. I already checked it out, so to speak. Okay, remember, I'm my own guinea pig. I'm my biggest fan. And I'm the first line of whatever I do. I do it for me first, and then I do what I do to bring it to you. Stay tuned.